water, fire, air, earth.
Oh, that's me. Earth, right there. Yeah. Hey there everyone, it's AJ and I am here with another video, and in today's video I am delving into the world of Avatar. Now, Avatar landed on Netflix in 2020. Yes, we all know that year. It was a year that most of us would like to forget. So I wanted to do this. Let me just loosen up. I should have done this beforehand. Yeah, I think I'm relatively loosened up. Did a bit of traditional art anyway. So let's just make that a bit smaller. I've got my sketch brush on. And yes, so without further ado, let's begin. I'm just going to be doing here. My plan is to draw my favourite character from the Avatar series, and I imagine that they are many people's favourite character because they are one of the sort of like shining sort of examples of like how good their series was. Their character was really great at expressing themselves, and they just had a lot of fun, as it were. I'm actually going to do a portrait of them this time rather than a full body thing, because full bodies can take quite a while. So the character that I am drawing today is Toph.
Keep your knees high, twinkle toes!
They are one of my favourite characters. I just love the way that they trade and things like that. So I'm going to do it in my style. I want to kind of do a sort of semi-realistic style here. So I am going to hopefully do some painting as well on it, and you should get to see that. Yet I did want to just address something, and that is the response that I got from my first video of 2020 was amazing, and I can't express that enough of how much gratitude I have. As of this moment, it's currently on over 150 views, which for a small channel like mine, that is just like sort of seriously some of the best. And I'm just really looking forward to continuing with putting videos up, and it just means a lot to me that you have been watching them and things. And yeah, I'm gonna do an over the head shot. Let me have a look and see what I can do for her hair. I've obviously had this iconic sort of bun type thing. Oh yes, do you know what? I actually think that's kind of looking like her already. That is really nice. So let's do that. Hopefully we can do get something good going here. So yeah, a little bit about Avatar really. It's a very, I found it was a very deep thing. Although it was technically what would be classed as a cartoon, I think it was very deep. And Legend of Korra, if you've actually seen the sort of later version of Avatar, the sort of in the future of Avatar, the Legend of Korra, it kind of takes that even further, and I just think it's really sort of dynamic, and it's just a great series. I kind of wished I did see it when I was a bit younger as well. I love this like sketchy pen. It's like so nice. She does have these sort of eerie muff type things here. Put one here so it's kind of just breaking up that shape a little bit. And then this does kind of come round. This is more of a sort of panel-y type thing. So there we've got that. So I wanted, Avatar's about balance, and I feel as though you can't do this sort of thing without talking a little bit about sort of balance and things like that. So I've been really focused this year. I've touched on it on my vlog the other day about balance and things like that, and I think it's just something really important to consider. And so I've been, like, as I say, focused on sort of my well-being and things, because you've got to focus on your own well-being. I think that's an important thing that I have taken from 2020, is that I'm the one that has to make my well-being my number one priority. Nobody else is going to do that for you. Sure, people might be able to say, "Oh, you need to make sure that you're relaxed and things like that, and you're not spending too much time working and things, and you have this balance and stuff." But at the end of the day, it's you know how you work, and you kind of just got to go with that, and make sure that you're not having things detriment you and stuff. Obviously, we live in a society, so you've still got some elements of having to kind of focus on that a little bit. But Avatar was very good at sort of like talking about balance and things. So I think you've got to, because it's obviously you've got your physical stuff. You've got like making sure that you eat healthily, making sure that you are mentally healthy. So you take care to keep an eye on your mood, and sort of eliminating things that affect your mood, or working to improve them, because sometimes it's not possible to completely eliminate the stuff that does affect your mood. It is a case of needing to basically adjust things slightly. So, for example, you might work in a place where you've highlighted that something isn't really working well for your mood. If it's something that and you might need to work on it, and just look into how that thing can do that. So sometimes it might not be possible to actually change the sort of way things are working, but you've got to obviously understand that sort of thing might be impacting you. So you've just got to find a way to either coexist with it or make it improve. So I think I've done quite a decent job with the sketch here. I don't want her to be completely topless though, so let's have a look and see what I can do to add some clothing to her, basically. And let's do this. So get the collar around here. Like that. Think when I come to, so I'm going to have to do an additional sort of cleanup layer, I think. Drop this down to opacity 50. So I just needed to check and make sure my kitchen door was open, because I let the cat out for a wander and I didn't want her to think that I wasn't there anymore. Well, that's basically so she could get into the sort of kitchen at least, and then through into the living room, because she decided that she wanted to go out. Yeah, cats are very good at cats are very good at their own sort of welfare. They know when they want to go out and stuff. So I'm just going to come in here. I'm going in with a bit darker now, just so that I can see over the top. Another thing that I've been doing recently, when I say recently, the last 2 days, kind of like did this little sort of...
This is a reminder. Take a break.
That's another thing that I've been doing. I have got my Alexa set up.
This is a reminder.
So that it tells me when to take a break. Just as a sort of matter of course, just so that I'm making sure that I am taking regular breaks. Keep doing that. Accidentally hitting it more than what I wanted to. So yeah, that's another thing. Look for tools that allow you to do things like take breaks and stuff like that, so that you're not just always in that sort of work mode, as it were. Because even though you're doing something like you might be doing drawing and stuff, it's still important. Oh, that's it. Quite good. Okay, quite like that. Even though you're doing like this sort of like drawing, and drawing is an enjoyable thing, it's still not necessarily it's a repetitive thing. It's about repetition and stuff like that. So you've got to know to take a break, even if it is something that you're like enjoying. Just get up, get away from the screen, do that sort of thing, just because otherwise it ends up, as I say, becoming that sort of repetition type thing. I'm just trying to... This isn't even the line art, and I'm trying to do the nose too much. Right, there we go. Yes, there we are. But yeah, so in the comments, let me know sort of what things you do to keep the sort of... to just keep like fresh and keep like having a break and stuff. I mean, I've got water next to me, so one of the things that I did before I sat down to actually do this drawing was I went and refilled my water. And keeping water by you is a good way, because most of our bodies are made up of water, so it's always good to sort of keep that in mind and just do that. I can't take credit for the whole water thing though, because I've been told by one of my good friends that I should drink more water. So that's what I've been making sure to do. And I have actually noticed an improvement in that. I've had less headaches and things as well. So it's definitely an improvement for that. So yeah, that's another thing. If you find that you're getting headaches and stuff like that, even if you might be looking at a screen and stuff, but it's not like a normal thing. Obviously, some people do have conditions, which means they're more prone to get headaches and things like that. But the way it is pain in your body and things like that is a way to tell you something. It's telling you that something's not quite right. So you need to do something about it in order to give yourself that time to recuperate and and stuff. So I always have this thing when I used to do karate. For example, the pain is telling you something. Yeah, there is pain which is like going to be there just because you've like done a bit of strenuous exercise, like you've done your thing, but it shouldn't be like obviously sharp pain and stuff like that. It's pain that's just there to tell you that you've worked a little bit and that you still need to continue at some point working on the thing that you've worked on. Like some people obviously might not have necessarily done that much work on their muscles in the past, so when you start to use muscles that you've never used before, they like to let you know that you've worked something that you've not done before. So it's definitely worth bearing that in mind when you're doing it. Actually, again, really enjoying this sort of like thing. I've been focused on really building that sort of muscle memory for digital art, because it has been a challenge, and I'm now starting to sort of see the rewards with regards to that, because it's been I wanted to do it, and it's sort of like been a bit of a challenge. I think you have to really persevere. I think once I get into this, I can really do something good, and it's only taken, I'd say, probably a few, like at least maybe about a month, but not like constantly. It's been infrequent. I've not been able to do it constantly and stuff. So, but it's definitely something that I'm really happy that I've got this sort of opportunity to do this, really. And yeah, so yeah. So just a word, just so that you are aware, I have started doing, I've started doing commissions. So I am available to do commissions, and I've been updating my website and things. So if it is something that you are interested in, go and take a look at my website, AJ Creation Studios, and have a look and just see if it's something that I might be able to help you with. So I can make maps. So if you've got a project where you need a map, then by all means hit me up, because I would love to create your map basically for your world and stuff. You know, the ones like that go into fantasy worlds and stuff like that can like sort of just bring to life that sort of fantasy novel. And I will I'll splash up the page. The reason why I'm talking a little bit about maps is because obviously Avatar is a journey video. Avatar is a journey sort of thing. It's about not just a physical journey, but a journey like metaphorically as well. And it's sort of like it's what's known as a coming of age type thing, I believe. I think that's the right phrase for it. Actually, let's find out. Computer, what does a coming of age film mean?
Here's something I found on the web. According to usersenglish.com, when someone comes of age, they reach adulthood or fulfill their potential.
So that's what it means by a coming of age film. Yeah, it's sort of like that. I'm not sure about this thing here. I think when I come in to do the sort of line art, I will do that. But I think that it's kind of looking a little bit more like a maturer Toph, I think. So I'm quite happy with this. Let's just see. I think though I might do it. Yes, there we go. Make some more of this happen here. So now I can come in with this and really sort of have a bit of a play on it. I don't know. There we go. But yeah, no, let's continue and get down to it. So let's see. As I say, some of this is going to end up being probably time-lapsed, just because otherwise the video is going to go on for a while. I do believe that I've already been recording for about 25 minutes, so I've actually done quite well in 25 minutes, to be fair, looking at this. I don't know whether or not I'm going to make... Now, I reckon what would have happened is she might have made her sort of hair a little bit like shorter, and things like that. Just, you know, I don't know. I'm just making this up as I go along, basically, which is what most art is, to be fair. But yeah, no, I'm quite enjoying that. And talk of the... So I've got... Let me go and do that. So... Sorry, the cat's trying to come in. You got in yet? Right, the cat is in. So I think what I'm going to do is, as I said, I'm going to kick the rest of this into time-lapse. so I'm back and I have done the piece. It's not what you could probably consider 100% finished, but I'm still learning digital art, and one of the important things for me is sort of learning certain things. Like in this particular piece, I paid attention to the inking, and I really enjoyed that, and then I've added a bit of colour to it. However, I'm not 100% sort of happy with it, but what I've got is worth it. Just as a quick note, I did actually, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, as well as leave me a comment. I love to read your comments and it means so much to me. And if you also want to see more videos like this, please hit that subscribe button and the bell notification to be notified as to when I post videos. Also, share this video. Tell people that you watched it and that you enjoyed it, and hopefully it will go to more people. It will go to your friends and things like that as well. So what I'll say is, until next time, I'll see you later.
It's so dark down here. I can't see a thing.
Oh no, what a nightmare!